Hi guys, I'm Ozzy and welcome to Season 10, Episode 17 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we end the season with the Wags going out against the New Saints in the Welsh Cup Final at the 53-seat capacity stadium, the John Toshak Park in Bridgend. Which, I think the stadium's bigger than the town. But anyway, that's where we're playing. I think it's a made-up stadium because I can't find it anywhere on Google. And so there we go. Now, obviously, we're also going to have our end-of-season awards after the game and also your chance to vote in our goal of the season. So a lot to stick around for after the final. But before we get to the final, there is one piece of transfer news to update you on, and that is the impending arrival of Marcus Wade. We have signed him from FM20. His contract was up. He was yet to renew it. The league season was done. Chances are he was going to leave. So we've snapped him up. Now, what I couldn't do, unfortunately, if you have a quick look at the transfer deal here, I think, can we do that? No, it's going to be his contract. We've paid him 100 grand and 50% of the next fee as well. I think he is somebody that we could, especially if he's training full-time, he's still young enough that we could maybe get a nice fee for him somewhere. So I'm hoping that we could sell him for over £1 million in the future. What I couldn't do, though, is make him sort of get loaned back, which was my initial plan. So, but I think he's actually going to be quite useful for us. He's got good pace, he's got good dribbling, good finishing. He's been a star in the Welsh League ever since he came into it through Cardiff Met Uni. He's got double-figure goals every year. So it's a shame in a way that he was leaving. He wasn't going to stay, but at least we've snapped him up, and yeah, we'll try and make sure that we're developing him and doing the best we can. I might even look to loan out one of our other strikers, maybe Tate. We'll see if we can get them to go out on loan. But anyway, we'll deal with that next season over the summer. But Marcus Wade has joined us 100k, which is much better for FM20 than him leaving on a free transfer. Now let's have a quick look at what we've got here in the final. Obviously, they are a Scott Rusco coach team because he is apparently the only manager they can have. He did leave for a season, let's not forget, to go to Barry Town. But there we go. He's a good manager and we don't like him. A balanced standard style of play. We know what we're going to get. It's the Rusco Bus Park. Of course it is. What else would he be doing? You can see they did lose on the final day to Bengal City, which means Bengal came second in the league, which could, again, especially if we can win this final, that could be the end of Scott Rusco. Surely their board isn't going to like coming third in the league and not winning the cup final as well. We can see their passing network there and their key passes as well. And this is a team we're sending out. These are the Wags to go and hopefully get the job done for us. Now, a reminder, Wag is Welsh Academy graduates and Aberystwyth. So that's the only players that we're allowed to pick for this. So the goalkeeper for this one is going to be Iwan Burgess. He's got us to the final, so we'll keep faith with him. It's the same back four that's pretty much got us here as well. Dan Robson at left back, KDH, and Griffith McMenemy, two guys that have come through our academy. Also Richards. Now Richards' contract is up at the end of this season. It could be his last appearance in a Bala shirt. I'm not sure if we want to keep him. We'll have to have a think about that one. It's Sam York, who has been a star for us, and Curtis Owen, another guy who's come through our academy. We've also got Aevermann. He's got a little bit of a tight calf. He should be fit to go, but if not, we've got options on the bench. Ewan Dixon, who of course came through our academy and is one of the stars, club captain as well. Sean Davies, who is a really, really good left winger for us, and the man himself, Damien Allmark, who was so close to breaking the Welsh goal scoring record last episode. He has 49 goals this season. Obviously, he needs one to get to 50. Let's hope he can do it. Alright, so here we go. Cup final time. There is, of course, the traitorous Ryan Sears in the opposition lineup, so let's hope he doesn't come back to haunt us. Don't recognise too many other players there. And yeah, let's see what can the WAG era get underway. Now, of course, TNS beat us in the League Cup, didn't they? Only just, though. Make sure they win it for the supporters. So let's go with that. Some calm, we have faith. And hopefully, yeah, we will go and get ourselves a trophy. Alright, here it is. Cup final day in Wales. It's a nice stadium. I'm just not sure that why it's there. Maybe it's the National Stadium. Ryan Sears, send him off, ref. Send him off. It's disgusting. Yeah, I do wonder if it's maybe a national stadium. I don't think it's a real stadium. You guys will probably know better than I do. Here we go. Ewan Dixon gets it forward. Oh, Ewan Dixon. It would have been a goal to light up any final. And it's gone over the bar. Here we go now. It goes over to take the corner. Can we find Allmark in the middle? It's a decent ball. Sam York's there, and Sam York sticks it away. Terrible, terrible marking from the set piece by the New Saints. We don't care. Third minute of the game, fourth minute of the game, and we're 1-0 up. Only Sam York's third of the season. It's a good ball in from Dixon. No one picked him up. Edge of the area. And he's volleyed it home. Get in there, Sammy York. All right. And we've come straight back. Oh, we got to give that lead straight away. Don't do it to me, boys. Don't do it to me. Ball forward. KDH knocks it down to the goal scorer. Back to KDH. Across there for Robson. In for Dixon. This is a nice tempo. Sean Davies. Back to Sam York. We're running the show here. Look at this. Davies. Can he find an Allmark? It's number 50. No, it's blocked away. And it's forward there. You know what? I'm not sure if I took Allmark off of penalties. I did not. And he's also therefore going to be on free kicks, I think. So let's just go and fix that, shall we? Free kick takers. Yeah, we don't want Allmark. That was, of course, as we were trying to get him up to the the Welsh League record goals. But anyway, that's been fixed. Hopefully it won't cost us. Although even if there was a free kick now, we'd get a chance. It's just number 50. Here it is. It's there. It's in there for Allmark. Damien Allmark. No, he cannot find the back of the net. What a season it would be if he ties the Welsh League record and gets 49 league goals. I think he got 49 last season as well, didn't he? He only just missed out on 50. It would be one of the most disappointing great seasons ever. There we go. He's confident. Over the shoulder volley. That would have been goal of the season, surely, if that had gone in, but couldn't quite keep it down. But it's been a really, really promising start for us. He's got himself a booking now, has Allmark. Let's demand a little bit more. And let's see what we can do from the corner. Dixon, we scored from our last corner, of course. That one's headed away. Ap Gareth to pick it up. Here we go with Ap Gareth. What can he do? He kind of trips over it, gives it to KDH. Back to Robson. Robson gets it forward. Is that Davies out there? It is. Sears. Boo! Back, and is the New Saints going to bring this out and have a little attack at us? Let's see what we can do. We're backing off. Eventually we're going to go close him down, boys. Ball brings it forward. Back to Fallows. Out to Sears. Boo! To Ball. Cross comes in, headed away by KDH. Owen completes the clearance. Allmark is there, nods it down wonderfully there for Davies. What a header that was from Allmark to keep possession for us. And again, we build from the back. Here we go with Dixon. Spreads it out wonderfully for Ap Gareth. Can he find Allmark in the middle? Go on, Ap. Cross comes in. It's decent. It's Sean Davies, and he rockets in. The second goal of the game. His 11th of the season. And that is some wonderful football from Bala Town. Excellent, excellent stuff. He did not miss that volley, did he? Absolutely crushed it. Let's have another look. Ap Gareth, good ball in. And Sean Davies, edge of the area. Have some of that. Goalkeeper doesn't move. Ryan Sears, yeah, you should throw your hands up, you traitorous bastard. All right. Here we go. 2-0 up in the cup final. Is this going to be the year of the Wags? Morgan with a corner. Can we get that away? It is away. Ap Gareth is there. He does his best. Can't quite keep possession for us, though. We're doing so well. This is a really, really good performance so far. They are certainly doing it for the fans, aren't they? Morgan comes forward and Burgess claims it. And is that the highlight? Yes, it is. Another highlight. Is the New Saints going to come back into this now? We've angered them. Ball forward. KDH is there. Nods it down to Robson. Back to York. To Robson. Over the top. Looking for Davies. It's Ryan Sears with a howler. Can he square it here for Allmark? Is this number 50? There it is. Damien Allmark. 50th goal of the season. Lionel Allmark up there. Excellent stuff. We're 3-0 up. And surely now, this is the cup in the bag for us. Sean Davies did really, really well. And Allmark, he's not going to miss that, is he? He's not going to miss that. 50 goals in a season. What a performance from Damien Allmark. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. An incredible season he's had. Such a shame he couldn't get that final goal on the last day to get the league record. But we'll go again next season on that one and see what he can do. It's not going to be long before he's got more goals scored than games played. He's just racking them in at a great rate of knots. Burgess, for a second then I thought we were going to see a howler, but he's actually delivered a wonderful ball there for Davies. Can Davies tread it through? No, it's tackled. Boo, Sears missed out there. Back to Bohr, to Jones. Look at the pressure we're putting on. This is wonderful football from Bala Town. We're not letting them out. They're pinged it around, got out of our press, but eventually we win the ball back. That's wonderful defence, boys. That's how you do it. Owen and Dixon. Dixon through to Allmark. Here he goes again, and Allmark didn't quite get a hold of that. It's saved behind for a corner. And can we do a nice little route job on the New Saints in the final? Here we go with Dixon. Another good ball in. Griffith McManamy can't keep his header down. And that will be a goal kick. Another highlight. O'Brien. lumps it forward. We win the header there with Griffith McMenemy, but it does fall to a TNS player, the second ball. Hughes tries to spread it out. Richards is there. I tell you what, the young Wags in this one are looking amazing. Allmark's in again here. Can he finish? Of course he can. 51 goals for the season. It's all a little bit too easy. It was Curtis Owen that picked out his run. And you can't help but feel a little bit annoyed that one of these didn't come in the league. But Richards did really well there. Knocked it down. Curtis Owen, one touch, got his head up, saw Allmark making the run. And Allmark, he's not going to miss that, is he? He is just a goal-scoring machine in Welsh domestic football. And we do have another highlight coming here. Are they going to get one back, or is it going to be 5-0 at the break? For the second game in a row, of course, that would be 5-0, wouldn't it? We were 5-0 up in the last game of the league season, of course, with Allmark getting all 5, and then we couldn't manage him to get another one. Ball brings it forward. Fallows crosses it in. It's to the edge of the area. It's bouncing around in there a little bit. Can we get a block in? Richards has done okay, and the shot comes in. It's wide. It's a goal kick. And we maintain the clean sheet, which is important. Of course, obviously, if we keep a clean sheet, we're going to win this game comfortably. Boo. Sears with a throw. Back to Boo. Away. It is away. Griffith McMenemy. Curtis Owen. Sasa Davies. Now, he has got a few goals against us. He's a dangerous player. I think he usually gets them from a set piece, though, doesn't he? Oh, it's well done by Ap Gareth, intercepting the pass. Spreads the play wonderfully for Sean Davies. Sean Davies goes past one, finds Allmark, exchange passes, go back to Allmark. He made a good run there. Davies couldn't quite. Boo! Sears wins it back. And what's going to happen with this highlight? Yeah, a good one, Sears. You're not playing for us anymore, mate. There we go for Davies. Can he square it back? It's there for Allmark, and Allmark has himself a hat-trick in the final. 52nd goal of the season now. It is 5-0 at half-time. And somebody stopped the fight. I think the New Saints have had enough. It's a terrible pass by Ryan Sears, straight to Robson. Robson down the line to find Davies, and Davies did what Davies does. And Allmark, calm finish as well at the near post. And that is just wonderful football. The Wags putting on a display here in the final. You love to see it. It does make you wonder, and we can't do it because we need to keep our big players happy. But it does make you wonder if the Wags could win the Welsh League. And you see a performance like this, and you'd have to say, absolutely they could. Don't let your performance levels drop, boys. Can we de-stress our goalkeeper? No, we cannot. He should be fine. I'd be surprised if he's stressed enough to concede 6 in the second half. It's been really, really good, hasn't it, so far? Let's hope we can go on here, do what we couldn't do in the last game of the league season, and see if we can get 5 in the second half. A nice 10-0 in the final sounds nice to me. We've got work to do here, though, defending a free kick. Can we get that away? Burgess is there. I tell you what, Burgess is looking more and more at home, isn't he? The longer this cup run's gone on. He looks a really, really assured keeper. Cue the error, of course, now. But he really does look like he's developing nicely there for us. Richards has the ball now. In there for Curtis Owen. Owen gets it forward for Allmark. Can he get 4 in a cup final? Oh, of course he can. Damien Allmark, 53rd goal of the season. He has 4 goals in the final now, and at 6-0, it is an absolute demonstration. Was it 8-1? We beat Bengal City in the final a few years ago. Could we go and better that here? Allmark, wonderful stuff. 53 goals in the season. Curtis Owen again with the assist, and there's still almost the entire second half to play here. We could make changes, but why bother? Why bother? Let's really rub their noses into it. We do have Garmy on the bench. Maybe it's a good opportunity to get some youngsters on. Gwynedd as well. The young striker, of course. It's a light flickers. There's a disturbance in the force. And there it is. We've distracted our goalkeeper. And it's 6-1, which is annoying. Really, really annoying, actually. We'll tell him to concentrate. I don't know there's too much Burgess could have done about it. It's a decent free kick. We're not going to blame him for that. 6-1. It's obviously a real shame that the clean sheet's gone, but have they just angered us? Dixon now. Can we get 5 for Allmark in the final? It's KDH. It is 7-1. KDH with the goal, and that's the sort of response you want, isn't it, from conceding? A 5th goal for KDH this season, and Dixon with another assist. Dixon and Owen are absolutely all our midfield. Sam York's played really well as well. I mean, no one's played badly, but you know what I mean? They've really just grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck, and our midfield is absolutely controlling it. Another free kick to defend here. Ball in towards the back post. It's a good block there. Griffith McMenemy, I think it was. Ball comes in again. Second ball. Burgess with the save. we're not looking spectacular, are we, from defending a set piece? All right, so let's get Dan Garmy on for Dixon, attacking play midfielder there for me, and let's get Gwynedd on for Ap Gareth, who did have a bit of a knock coming into it. I don't know if he can play on the right, but we're about to find out. We do have Giggs as well. We should maybe bring him on, the other youngster. Where are you? Where'd you go? Will Giggs. We'll get him on for Sam York, who has his goal in the final. And there we go. 3 more youngsters on the field. Can we get a goal with them? Who's standing over this? It's Dan Garmy. Oh, he goes for goal himself, and it's a decent effort. Forces the goalkeeper into a save. Can he get a cross in here for a second ball? There it is. It's headed away. Giggs is in the vicinity, but can't quite get it. Let's give him some praise. See if we can get a 8th of the final. It doesn't look like we can, but the New Saints have come to the final, and they've been absolutely smashed 7-1. That is something we've been waiting to do to Rusco for a while now, isn't it? 7-1 against the New Saints. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. And look at us there celebrating. Amazing, amazing performance from our young Wags in the final. What do we want to say to that? Just congratulations, boys. Congratulations. So there we go. That's how you wrap up a season, isn't it? Bala Town lift the Welsh Cup. We do the double. It's a shame we couldn't have won the domestic treble, but it just wasn't to be this season, of course. We've got 75 grand in the bank. We have all the medal winners there. We can see all the Wags, of course. Hopefully there's only Wags there, and I haven't mistakenly picked somebody that shouldn't have been there, but it doesn't look like we have, which is amazing. And there we go, another Welsh Cup win for Bala Town. We've won it, what's that, 5 years in a row now, so that's amazing. Allmark, I tell you what a player he is. What a player. 53 goals he's got this season. Radnick, the, of course, Welsh manager, is looking at KDH, Owen, York, and Allmark for his next Welsh squad. Bonuses paid out. There's the cup review. Guys, what a season it's been. Let's celebrate now with our end of season awards. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Bala Town end of season awards. Oh, thank you everybody, thank you. Oh well, what a season, what an audience, thank you so much. What a way to end things it has been as well. Over 50 goals for Allmark, so close to the goal scoring record as well. Quarterfinals in Europe, almost to a semi, and then an absolute spanking of the New Saints in the cup final. Does it get any better than that? Maybe a little bit, but we'll take it for this year, won't we? Of course, the people to thank for that are obviously the players. They've all been superb this season, each and every one of them. I think we begin by giving them a big, hearty round of applause. Well done, boys. A cracking season all round. The first award this evening is the Golden Pen, awarded to this season's signing of the year. We had a number of people come in this season, and to be honest, they were all very, very good. But there can only be one winner, and this guy, he was good. He was really good. He cost us 1.4 million from Malaga in Spain. He is Lolo. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to the player with this season's worst discipline. And I've got to say, guys, while I really do appreciate the competitive spirit and the desire to win this, I really, really do wish you'd stop winning it in Europe. Let's try and get sent off domestically, can we please, guys? But with 1 red and 6 yellow cards, this season the winner is One Me. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion. And this guy, he seems to win it every year for us. He needs to be accurate in the position that he plays. And with 93% pass completion, he is definitely that. The winner of the Golden Bullseye is Mladen Tanaskovic. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers, the man with the most assists. And this season, 13 assists was enough to get the gong. And to be honest, he got a lot of his assists in Europe. Really, really good season he's had for us as well. We've already seen him once tonight. The Golden Spoon goes to Lolo. And the next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the player with the highest average match rating, the man, of course, that we can rely on. And this man, we really can rely on him. He set a club record 8.22 average rating. We all know who it is, surely. The winner is Damien Allmark. Now, unfortunately, Damien can't be with us this evening, but he did ask me to forward on his thanks for the award. So congratulations again, Damien Allmark. The next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, this season's best young player. And this guy, I'm really excited to see what the future holds for him. Didn't quite make the impact we'd hoped for in Europe this year, but was a star in the league. And I think he's going to be a star. We got him in from Liverpool. The Golden Soother goes to Tomoya Yamaguchi. The next award is one of the big ones. It's the Golden Boot, awarded to this season's top goal scorer. And there's no point dragging it out. We know who it is. He was spectacular. He was record-breaking, almost, in the Welsh League. Oh, it's a wonderful season. Damien Allmark, well done, mate. The next award is one that I know means a lot to the players. It is the Viewer's Choice Player of the Year, as voted by you watching at home on YouTube. And we had 3 excellent nominees this year, but there can only be one winner. And with 70% of the vote, that winner is... It's the Big Mac, Heinz Machmeier. Alright, now before we get to awarding the big one for Player of the Year, we do need to take a minute to acknowledge this season's Team of the Year. Now if you do just direct your eyes up to the board, you will see that the goalkeeper is Tanaskovic. The back 4 is Norrington Davies, Iwan, me, Lolo and Cameron. The midfield duo is Owen and Yamaguchi. Your number 10 is Iwan Dixon. The wingers are Davies and Aevermann. And the striker is, of course, Damien Allmark. Congratulations, guys. You've all had fantastic seasons. And now it is time for the big one, the Golden Star for this year's Man of the Town, the Player of the Season. And, I mean, it could be so many players, couldn't it? We had a fantastic season full of fantastic players. But with 78% of the vote... Everybody loves a goal, and this guy scored a lot of them. Damien Allmark, congratulations, mate. You are the Golden Star. So there we go. That brings us to the end of the evening. Congratulations to Damien and the rest of the winners. It's been a memorable season in so many ways. And I tell you what, I cannot wait for next season to come around. Hopefully, no one's going to leave, guys. Board members, please don't accept any offers that I don't authorise. And I hope to see everybody in this room back again next season, especially you, Heinz Machmeier, and you, Tommy Williamson. But enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Thank you for coming out, and we'll see you next season. So there we go. End of season awards are done for the year, and, well, Allmark, I think, just about deserves it overall. But yeah, Machmeier is as you guys' choice, and it's difficult to disagree because he did get his goals in Europe, didn't he? But Allmark got the gong for Player of the Year ahead of Tanaskovic with 16%, Ewan Dixon with 4%, so it's pretty much unanimous, wasn't it, about Allmark. Goal of the season, as given by Game, was Marcus Baker. We'll come back to that in just a second. Lolo was Signing of the Year. We did have a few goods. I don't think any of our signings this season were particularly poor, so it's a strong group, but he came through on top. Yamaguchi, the young midfielder we signed, of course, from Liverpool. He came in for Young Player of the Year, and just about worthy of that as well. Potentially, he could be an absolute star for us. Let's hope he kicks on for next season in Europe. You can see the Team of the Year there. I don't really have... It's difficult to disagree. Obviously, the European players, I think, are always a little bit hard done by. I think Ignatievic at right back was our first choice. And the midfield duo, you'd say Sam York and Murphy probably. But, it's as I said, it's difficult to disagree with it too much. We're going to have a quick look here. Allmark, of course, was the Golden Boot winner with 53 goals. He also won the Golden Anchor with an average match rating of 8.22, which is absolutely insane. Lolo, most assists at 13. Tanaskovic, best pass completion rate. We don't give out most Man of the Match awards, of course, but Allmark with 14 would have got that gong, and I believe that's a club record for us as well. The Golden Card. Hotly contested. Brewerton with 2 reds still didn't do enough. Of course, I got his 1 red and his 6 yellows to make sure he got that award. So a very big honourable mention for Brewerton with his 2 red cards. I just really wish they stopped getting red cards in Europe. Just do it in the league. Do it in the league. We can get away with it there. Season in review. I think it's been a really, really good season. We were knocked out in the group stage of the Champions League, but we had Liverpool and Atletico Madrid, so that's understandable. Quarter-finals in extra time of the Europa League. We won the Premier League. We won the Welsh Cup. Disappointments, I think, were obviously the 2 other cups. The Iron Brew, which we will win one day, I promise. That was a horrible disappointment, and it wasn't even the Wags. And of course, we did lose in the third round to the New Saints in the Welsh League Cup, but boy oh boy, do we make up for that in the final. We can see there, moment of the season, first game, the 9-0 win over Clondundo. Moment to forget was the 1-1 with Cardiff Met Uni. Average attendance 15% full now. I don't know, I think that's just for games at our home ground, so we're pushing up. Obviously, it would be nice if we... I really do want to get a stadium big enough so we can host our own European games. But we're obviously a little ways away from that yet. And 40 players used. I do win the Aussie Villain Award for this season. The team of 2023, so 5 years ago, Joe Lewis is at the New Saints. I hadn't noticed that. He's transfer listed at the New Saints, but I'm surprised because Joe Lewis was a decent signing for us. I completely missed that he'd gone to the New Saints. Anyway, there we go. Anybody else there we can kind of see, if you want to have a bit of a longer look, just give it a quick pause. Club Vision next best. Yeah, we're supposed to win everything. Pretty sure we can just accept that. Dynamics is there, and everything else is... Actually, Dynamics we have a bit of a longer look at, so we can see Gosney, I think, is leaving this summer. He wants to leave. We don't really have game time for him. So hopefully, there'll be somebody else to kick up there and become a team leader for us, so that's not too much of a problem. There's the season injury summary. It's a shame, isn't it, for Crialdo? He had that knee injury, and I'm not sure he's going to get back into the team, to be honest, because we're just moving on so quickly here. And of course, the post-game analysis against the New Saints. All right, before we get to the end, let's have a quick look here at the squad. Ahead of course, next episode where we have our transfer special and see exactly what we've got here. Now, the players who played the most games, Tanaskovic led the way as the number one goalkeeper. Allmark was obviously up there. Machmeier, Ignatievic, and we can see everybody else there. If we go down to players we weren't really using, and it's predominantly youngsters, which is fine. Riola, of course, just came in late in the season at the January mark. So you can see we didn't really use Crialdo, we didn't really use Cheney. I think those are two we could maybe look to move on. Tate's another one I think we might look to move on, maybe loan out elsewhere in the league if we can. And we sort of go up there. Burke, we know, has just signed a new deal to stay and be a backup for us. And Gosney's the other one that I think will be on his way. But otherwise, we're using a lot of the squad a lot of the time, which is good to see. Now, goals, obviously, Allmark led the way. Machmeier was second. Aevermann and Sean Davies each with 11. We can see there Tommy Williamson and Dixon just short of double figures. And then all the other goal scorers as we go down there. Look how many players got goals. Wow. Who didn't score a goal this year? Not that many players. That's excellent. If we're going to have a quick look at assists, we saw that Lolo led the way. Aevermann was one away from less games as well. And Norrington Davies as well had a good season for assists. So we can see everybody else there that had good contributions in terms of assists. And the average match ratings, obviously, Allmark led the way in that one. Burke, he always does the job. He's always solid, isn't he? Davies, Aevermann, Dixon, Lolo, all these guys are up there. Yamaguchi, all averaging above 7.5, and the only players who didn't average above 7 really was the goalkeeper and a bunch of guys who didn't play that often because either they're developing or they just don't play that often. But there we go, that is that. I think the biggest problem we're going to have this summer, you can see how many players here are wanted. It's going to be trying to keep the squad together and not having the board accepting offers for players. Borussia Dortmund and Atletico Madrid want Machmeier, so that's going to be tough. And the other one, of course, that we've had bids accepted for is Tommy Williamson, and he's wanted by not the biggest clubs. He does want to go to Newcastle, but yeah, not the biggest clubs that want him. But there we go. That brings us, of course, to goal of the season. Now, the way this works, and we have had to have a small change to this, is that the Marcus Baker goal and 3 others I deem worthy of goal of the season, you'll be able to vote. Now, we don't have the eye anymore, but the same way that we did for Player of the Year, there'll be a link down in the description to go to a straw poll and vote for your favourite goal. But before that, of course, we'll have a look back at some of the honourable mentions for the goals from this past season. We did score a few belters as well. So until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy goal of the season, and I'll see you next time for our end of season transfer special. Take care. Here are our top 4 goals for the 28-29 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.